What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, bringing another Black Desert online video, and today we're taking a look at the patch notes for September 6th. There's not a ton of stuff, but the things that are going on are rather nice little quality over quantity type event, or patch note rather. And with that said, let's take a look at the events. That's how words work. First up, we have an Into the Dark Rift with abundant rewards. This running until the 20th of September. They've added Black Disto earrings to the loot boxes that you get from your Rift bosses. So hopefully you caught the announcement last week to save up on those so you can start right away for them. It also has these unstable source of power items, which can be exchanged for armor. So there's that. We've got Plentiful Gathering and Life 50% Hot Time going on for the life skillers that are looking forward to that. Since we had drop rate event for quite a while previously, kind of makes sense. Let's do some life skilling. This time around, the Golden Insect Ambers are back as well, that you can pick those up for. We've got a refresh on the guild login rewards. If you're in a guild, you get free stuff. So that's pretty nice. And then we also have a new adventurers and returning adventurers login reward also refreshed as well. We've got a great time to focus on bosses. It's the Old Moon boss seals making their return. So if you're working on some Jatina stuff, these can give you some concentrated boss auras. Once you get them in, you have a guaranteed drop on these by going to any of the bosses, field or world bosses, with the exception of Vel. Vel does not drop them. So that is it for this week's events. Let's jump on into class changes as we move into the content section. We've got some upgrades and some tweaks to a few classes. No dev notes on them though, but we see Zerker, specifically its Awakening, picking up little extra damage, a change to how its Flame Pummel CC is going to work. Kuno gets Awakenings, little change in their PvP kit there. Striker's getting some buffs here. First in its Succession set and an Awakening as well. Some adjustments to cooldowns here, and then some damage changes, buffs being altered a little bit, as, like for instance Spiral Cannon getting an all evasion rate plus 9% added with it. Long gets just a couple of tweaks, no real changes here. This comes along after her buffs from last week. Some adjustments, most notably the Blood Moon Twist interactions with other skills was very wonky after it was supposed to be sped up from her buffs. That's been hopefully corrected, at least what it says now. Moving into other content updates, the next thing we have is when someone kills a Calamity 7 Black Shrine boss, different effects can be applied to just the specific server that they're on. And so if it is a Sun version 1, that server gets plus 1 AP for 180 minutes. If it is a Moon, it's plus DP for 180 minutes. And if it's Earth, it gets item drop rate plus 20% for 180 minutes. That is on that specific server, so it's not all of them server-wide. Think like using one of the Golden Bell blessing things. It adds XP to that specific server. These do also apply above 300% if you're on Arsha, as with most buffs, because they cap at 400% along with it. So keep that in mind. It's still going to be 300% on the non-Arsha servers. Item update. This one actually looks a little bit weird when you see it. You'll see that the Fallen God set of items now have a little dot underneath them to signify what grade it's at, since they're all technically pen items at any grade, despite the fact everyone calls them, Pride Duo Try, when it's not really. So they have little dots to kind of signify them. The only thing is, like, when you look at it, it's all red, and so is the item except for the gloves for it. So it's a little weird. It's kind of obnoxious. Maybe if they like outlined it in black or white or something, it'd be a little nicer, but whatever. It's something. Next up, we have Margoria's pirate fleet. A mysterious pirate fleet has appeared near the turbulent waters of Margoria's Vel in the Great Ocean. Even more unusual is that this fleet seems to be under the command of a phantom battleship, as those pirates still among the living appear to be bound to some sort of unholy contract. So essentially, you can kill these things, you get stuff from it. Defeat the pirate fleet to obtain the following items. You got some treasure, moss-covered maps, sea crystals, sailing XP, alchemy crystals, some gold keys for consumables, sailor XP, and then it has junk loot as well. One for a crow coin and one for 1.4 mil silver. So there's that. Speaking of silver, we have some silver buffs to both Aakman and Hystria, increasing the silver that you get from the trash loot that already drops there. Aakman being previously 7,500 is now a little over 13,000. Hystria previously being 15,000, now at 20,000. And to note that their Agris usage is unchanged, so these look to be pretty nice alongside some Agris. We see some increase similarly at Ash Forest, but rather than changing the silver amount, it's the base drop rate amount, and this is on the regular Ash Forest, at least for now. not the Dekia version. So base loot on most of the mobs being 1 to 3 is now 2 to 4, and then the Garrus just being 1 is now 1 to 2. So that is there. Node and Conquest War have an issue fix where you could refund your participation opportunity and obtain the individual reward, even when your fort had been destroyed 10 minutes within the start of Node War. Didn't know that was a thing, but nice, I guess. We've got priest buffs added into Land of the Morning Light and the Olakita region, so you don't have to run all the way to Medea if you're at like City of the Dead or whatever, and then come back. So, I mean, that just makes sense. Really cool UI update we got this week was the autofill for Central Marketplace. So when you start to type something in, you can actually just click from the drop-down menu that'll automatically pop up. That's definitely pretty handy. And then other than that, we have some issue fixes and tweaks, that sort of thing, as per usual. So let's jump on over to the Pearl Shop, take a look at that. I'll also tell you, not a ton of stuff in here, but there's a new outfit that actually looks pretty cool. That's this guy called the Stygian Wrath. It's available for Ninja, Musa, Striker, and Berserker. And they once again went all out with the screenshots, which I do appreciate when they have a new outfit and actually like show us what it looks like. Sometimes we get them and it's like, hey man, good luck. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm not sold on the mask, but the overall look, it looks very Striker-esque, I think. I mean, this is probably a Striker that they're using here, but just the design of it, I think, looks very Striker-esque, but does fit all of those classes pretty nicely. There's Ninja, there's Berserker, etc. So you can pick those up. It's 2,200 pearls to get the outfit set. They got some different packs for it. If you want to get it alongside a weapon set, you can do that for each of the classes as well. It's 2,720 pearls to do it that way, depending on which one you want to go with. Then moving on with Life Week, as we saw from the Life XP events, they've got a bunch of buff packs available. The first one being 1035 pearls. It's an 8 inventory expansion, a choose your 7-day box, and then we've got some Grolan support scrolls, 1 7-day Book of Life, 3 of Lora's Tea, and 3 Book of Florin. Then we have the Life Pet Pack. It's 880 pearls. Choose which one of the pets that you want there, the more life skill related ones. 3 Book of Florin, and then some feed. Then we have the Alchemy Rookie. It's 1760 pearls. It's got the Pavilla costume box, and then again some Grolan support scrolls, Book of Life, 2 Supreme Alchemy tools. We got the Processing Rookie. Same idea, same rewards for that. Then we have a Daily Life Pack at 100 pearls, which gets you 5 large energy tonics, 1 of Lora's Tea, and 2 Book of Florin. And then additional discounts, we have 20% flat on the Life XP transfer coupon, 20% on pets in general, and then weekly outfit sale. Unfortunately, we've reverted to, instead of having 4 different ones, just one singular one. So maybe that didn't pan out the way they wanted to, or they just forgot, not sure. But it's 2720 pearls for the Rakshande Premium set. So there you have it for this week's patch notes and Pearl Shop. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on. One thing I do want to mention is that we are going to have some changes to Cronstones. They don't mention it in the patch notes. It's a separate notice that they put out. So if you are selling or whatever, considering selling costumes, you may want to hold off on that, because if you sell them right now, you're going to get 840 million silver. If you wait until next week, you'll get 1.6 billion. Alternatively, if you're trying to purchase them, because for whatever reason some people are still selling costumes, note that it's the first time in like 100 years we didn't see a giant bundle of premium costumes or whatever in the Pearl Shop, which makes sense. If you are able to actually get some off of the Central Marketplace this week, just hold them until next week, because you'll get 993 crons for them instead of 621. The caveat to that is, as long as they make it retroactive, they have made it retroactive every time they've done this in the past, so it'd be weird if they didn't, but obviously not guarantee. So just want to throw that out there before people jump into it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications when new videos go live. And if you'd like to catch me playing live, there's a link to my Twitch page in the description down below. Jump over there, drop a follow so you get notifications for that as well. With that said, that's going to be it for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.